Okay, we're done plugging sacrifice. We're here to talk about TNA wrestling, and even however bad it is, I'm gonna tell you it's great because okay, I want to be a little bit more original now. This is my video response to Coolnerdt's video. He did a video earlier this week talking about the IWC, the YouTube wrestling community, and the problems he sees. And it was a very interesting video, a very thought-provoking video. I believe he said it was open for people to share ideas back to him and respond to it in a comment or a video. So here we go. This is what I'm going to say. Um, I came into this YouTube wrestling community thing in 2006, 2007, when YouTube was still quite new. And one of the really cool things about YouTube was that I noticed a lot of wrestling fans on YouTube making videos like myself talking about wrestling, and lots of things were happening at the time. You had guys like RVD Tito for Life talking about TNA and being very pro TNA. You had guys like Oliver Scott banging things and jumping around like a crazy kid. You had people like Truth Slayer coming on. You had lots of interesting people, on YouTube at the time, wrestling people. And in 2007, it got more interesting. There was lots of debates going on, lots of people talking, and my role back then was just a viewer writing comments. I never really thought I'd be writing videos, making videos. Sorry, it's a long, long late night for me. Anyways, I didn't start making videos until about 2009. 2009. And the main reason I started making videos is because not only am I a big professional wrestling fan, I'm also a very big fan of mixed martial arts and boxing. And one of the things I didn't like is how the three communities on the internet here and in forums would talk about each other. In particular, it became more and more of a problem around the time Brock Lesnar started fighting in the UFC. And you had lots of MMA internet fans just trashing Brock because he was a professional wrestler. And another thing that got on my nerves is the way certain MMA fighters, well known MMA fighters, would talk about professional wrestling. And then it kind of stirred me up to start making videos because my thing is you can enjoy both. Professional wrestling isn't as fake as people perceive it to be, and MMA is a great sport that borrows from professional wrestling, and there are so many things to discuss and look at, and there is actually a correlation between the two, and that's why I did these videos. Uh, I feel as a video maker, because I don't like using the term shooter, because that would mean I'm breaking playing a character, which I don't. I would feel as a video maker here, one of the things that I want to do is kind of sounds so egotistical saying it, but kind of bringing the two communities a little closer together. Maybe bringing some networking between the two communities to actually show you that no, actually they're not too dissimilar, and there's things about both worlds that you should respect, and that's why I started doing videos. Uh, Now, if you want to talk about the current growth, I would not disagree with you. I do think that it's been a little bit stale over the past year and a bit. I think partly because of what YouTube has become. It's become very mainstream in a lot of ways. And I'd say if I'd started doing videos in 2007, I almost guarantee you views would be different, subscribers would be different. I'd have a lot more traffic on my channel. But as it became more mainstream, lots of other things started to get pushed ahead of YouTube, ahead of us on YouTube, and that's perfectly understandable because in a way YouTube is a business and they want to run it like that. And now guys like us have become very underground almost. And if you're not in that core 10 that started in 2007, it's really hard to, get your name out there. So to me, I think what would help this community grow is the established a lot, helping getting our names out there a bit more. I will say two people really helped me. LV4545. He was more than open to let me do video responses, and I think that was very kind of him. And the Dirty White Boy was another one who plugged my channel. I saw some comments that I put on a video of his, came straight to my channel and plugged it, and then let me do video responses, and I thought that was a really, really cool thing of him to do. And if we can get more of that going on here on YouTube, that would be a really useful thing and help the community grow. Another thing I would say is when debates are going on within our community, our little community, people need to not take them personally. It's not an attack on your personal character or your personality. It's someone saying, I don't see the point that you made because I see it like this. And there are too many times where YouTube drama and shenanigans are kicked off because someone hasn't agreed with someone, and then suddenly there's videos going, I'm gonna, trashing each other. And I don't think that's needed. And to me, that also enhances an image that the rest of the world has on internet wrestling fans. Because to be honest, I think that the rest of the world has a stereotype of what wrestling fans are like, internet wrestling fans are like. And sometimes we do things on there that play up to that stereotype. And that's something that I feel that we need to go against for this community to grow even more. We need to break out of this stereotype that people have of us. We need to let them know that actually we have very valid points and we know what we're talking about. And we're mature, fully functioning, mentally stable people, because sometimes I think that we don't come across like that and it just plays up to that stereotype. And that's another thing I thought that would help us grow. You look at all the other big YouTubers on here who aren't in the internet wrestling community, and they share ideas and they come off as normal, very real people. Sometimes I think that we as a community don't come off like that, and I also think another part of that is because some YouTubers are actually playing characters. I know when you get a camera on you and ham it up and jazz it up and all of that, and yeah, that's part of it, but it's almost like they're trying to create a wrestling character themselves, and that's another problem I think that is hurting us. Just be yourself, say what you feel, whether it's a predictions video or a review video or new topics. Just go out there and be yourself. Stop trying to play a character and this whole I'm gonna shoot on the business. Rob Feinstein's not behind this camera going, yeah, okay, and what did you think? You're not shooting, you're giving your opinion, and there's a big difference because if you're shooting, then are you telling me that you're playing a character? That's just how I see it, and that's, I think, some of the things I feel that need to be changed to help this community grow. Um, this video probably comes off like a bit of a ramble. Please forgive me, it's God knows what time it is over here right now. It's been a real long day, so this is just my response. Let me know what you think. Come down to my channel or write down there anytime you want. And yeah, that's it. So hopefully this gets out there. See ya.